Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, Razzle-Dazzle Darling. I'm Darling, and I wanted to show you how to do this look with entirely e.L.F. makeup today. I consider this kind of a day-to-day look, and it's not that hard, except maybe when I struggled with a couple of the products, but my reviews of e.L.F. are overall fantastic, so I feel like you will learn a lot of things that you should run straight out and buy today from this tutorial. Let's get started! If you haven't already, please subscribe and take a second to like this video so I know that I should keep putting stuff out there. Disclaimer, I don't have a mascara by e.L.F, so I'm using one of my go-tos today. This is L'Oreal's Voluminous False Fiber Lashes in the waterproof version. I also realized, I thought I did, but I don't have a powder, so this is my other go-to that's been a go-to for years. It's CoverGirl's Clean Matte Powder in this one's Classic Ivory. So to start out, I wanted to use this adorably packaged poreless primer. It's kind of a pink tone, which I know you guys can't see too well. It looks white to you, but it does have a little bit of pink. So I'm assuming it's also going to be a little color correcting. But you know, let's just get in there. Primer. It feels interesting. It's really thick when I put it on. It feels a little greasy at the moment, so I think I'm gonna let it kind of set in. I might have used a little too much. I don't know. I hadn't used it before, so let's just spread it out some. Check out my trusty mirror over here. So it definitely, like, it's given a nice little bit of a sheen to my face. It's also definitely drying out now, which is good. It looks smoother. It's gonna be hard to tell until I put on the foundation, but so far so good. So if you watched my haul videos, and actually I guess I talked about this one in the face mask trial, I finally managed to get my hands on, if I can find it now, the foundation palette in what should have been my color, which is the light to medium. This is a cream foundation palette. But the deal we have going here is, I think it's too yellow for me. So I'm going to try it because I really wanted it to work. So I wanted to try, this is their angled foundation brush, which I really think I'm going to like. Yeah, angled foundation brush. It's flattened here at the end. And it's a nice, like, dense brush. So I'm going to go in with what is, I know you guys can't tell too well, but this is kind of a yellow tone. This is the lightest one in there, I think. Maybe. This is definitely the darkest. I'm going to swatch both of those on my arm and see which one I like better. Well, you know what? This bottom one might not be too bad. This one's more yellow toned, whereas this one is more peach toned, which is definitely more me. I'm not pink, I'm just not yellow either. So I think I'm going to try this out. I'm going to go in with this foundation brush and kind of spread it everywhere, and then I want to buff it in with the ultimate blending brush, which this thing is amazing. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, I'm not the only one to rave about it. Kathleen Lights, for one, has definitely raved about it, and so has somebody else who I can't remember right now, but it's amazing. That's the point, and you should get it, because it's $6, and it's amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of get in here with this. I think it's definitely still yellowing me up a little bit. I think I need more. I was right, my face just like sucked it up. I'm just gonna get it onto the blending brush this time and add it to my worst areas. I'm not really sure how I feel about this, guys. I feel like it's not that great a coverage. The cream definitely has kind of an oil, like you can see how shiny my cheek is right now. Yeah, the cream kind of has more of an oily complex, and it's definitely like everywhere my skin is dry, it's like sinking into the cracks really bad. This is not good. I feel like if you had normal skin, it might work though, but I'm just gonna go with it for now. Concealer is our next step, and I picked up this, it's the E.L.F. Under Eye Conceal and Highlighter. I just want to go in here with this and go in the triangle zone.
Like a churchyard fills a bell, like a desert fills the sand, like music fills a band, like details fill a plan, like a finder fills the view.
Look at that gorgeousness. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the white. Oh, look, the little applicator is pink. I just want to add a little bit. I'm just going to kind of dot this in there, and then that'll mix in when I apply with the Beauty Blender. Damp beauty sponge, and I'm just going to dab this into my skin. It has a little bit of sparkle. I wasn't expecting the sparkle. Yeah, look at that. So shiny.
Beauty best of us. Embrace the wonder in all our splendor.
Now my non-E.L.F. product. Going in with this. I'm just going to use the little beauty buff puff thing that came with it today. And I'm actually going to bake because I'm feeling like it. So the idea when you bake is to put basically way too much freaking powder on your face. Just absolute tons of it. You get this nice little like under eye cake going on. I'm just going to go ahead and bake all my highlighter zones because why not? I think I'm going to jump into eyes now, even though I'll probably have some fallout under my powder, but you know, we're going to brush some things away, so hopefully it'll all turn out okay. I probably should have done eyes first, but I was really excited to try my foundation palette. The palette I'm using today is the E.L.F. Matte for Matte palette, which, if you don't know already, is one of the suggested dupes for the Naked Original palette, and basically it is really good like color wise, but it doesn't give you any of the shimmer options. It's an entirely matte palette, but I like it, and it's a $10 palette, and I've been using it daily for basically the week since I got it. First, I'm using this one. This is the E.L.F. blending brush. It's this really cool like crease blender that is flattened a bit and kind of arched. I'm gonna go in with that. They don't give me the colors on this, but I'm gonna go in with this kind of brown with orange undertones, kind of an umber, I guess. And what you want to do is just get that right in the crease. This is actually the E.L.F. It's their contour brush. It's just like this tiny, almost like a bullet brush, but it's not as pointed. I actually really like it for adding in my highlight, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I like it going with this light pink shade here. It's almost white. It's a really light color. Again, still matte, but just a little highlight. Reminds you where your brow bone is. Concealer is an eyeshadow base. I totally forgot, guys. I mean, it's not really gonna matter because these show up about the same because they're just like a pale matte. But if you're gonna wear it all day, I would definitely do that. Okay, so I'm going to take the same bullet brush. I'm going to go in with this tan here. I probably got a little overzealous there. I'm just going to pack this onto my lid. Pressing this on there. My all over lid color. I'm breaking the rules a little bit. This is actually an MUA crease brush, but it's so fantastic, and I haven't been able to find E.L.F.'s like version of that, so I'm gonna use this one for now, and I'm gonna go in with this third to last color, which is the deepest brown, and I just want to put that in my corner, So I'm kind of going for the corner crease here because I don't want this to be too dramatic. So I do the very edge of my crease here, and then I bring it down towards my eyelid. Just some. You know, it's a matter of blending. Okay, and then second round, I added more, and I'm just gonna go along my lash line on the bottom here. Okay, and then now opening my eye and just kind of blending that in. And I actually do, I know this is probably weird, but I actually do like right here, just kind of this little motion, and that helps me get that more diamond shape at the end there. Because again, this is just an everyday eye look. We're going back in with that like umber brown in the middle of the palette here. Not too much. Finding my crease and blending. Blend away. This is actually kind of therapeutic. I don't know. I don't know what to call that. I'm also going to bring it up just a little bit so it came above my crease just a little bit with that blend.
Like an egg cup fills a shell.
So last step here is I'm going to go in with this angled eyeliner brush that apparently is not labeled, but it's an angled eyeliner brush. It was also E.L.F, and I'm going to take a mix of that dark brown we used and the umber we used. Hopefully not too much. I'm just going to go in under my lash line here. Remember, you're kind of concentrating on the outer corner. And I like to kind of connect it a little bit, so make sure you go over your eyelid there. And it's okay to be a little messy here. It's not supposed to be perfect. Everyday eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and brush off the powder now because I've let that has set for like a good 5 minutes. So you're just kind of lightly touching your face. Sorry, my hair's in the way. And just flicking off that extra powder wherever it may be. For the face, I wanted to go ahead and do my eyeliner, and I'm going to be using this, also E.L.F. It's like their eyeliner pen. It's a felt tip pen. I've used it before and I don't like it, but in the interest of staying as E.L.F as possible, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And then I want to look at where my lower lash, or my lower eyelid is, and try to continue that up. So I'm trying to show you guys, which is probably not the greatest idea I've ever had. But yeah, so that's how you end up with it not going straight out. And then close your eye, fill in some. We're good. I will say that for it, it's pretty fast drying. So I just dried my waterline with a Q-tip a little bit. I don't think this is going to stick at all though. That's such an utter failure. Man, that cap does not go on either. I think I'm just going to take that angled liner brush I was using and kind of try to smudge that out a little bit before it dries. Brows before I jump into lashes. So this is the E.L.F brow kit, and I got it in dark because, as you can see, my eyebrows are almost black. It comes with a like brow pomade, a colored one, and then a brow powder, and this little double-ended brush, which I don't actually hate, so I just use it. But yeah, you just want to really get this on this guy here, and I'm gonna outline my brows. Extra of this and fill in this forward part, I don't know, the part closest to the nose. Swear, there are gods of like even eyebrows somewhere, and they frown upon me every day. flipping to the other side, this little bushy brush instead of the angled brush I was just using, and take the brown powder, just go all throughout. Normally when I do this afterwards, I would go through with a brow gel, but I'm doing that today because I don't have an E.L.F one, and I wanted to keep this as elfy as possible. Bam, super dark brows. Final step, and I realize I'm also going to have to go outside of E.L.F for this, is I just need a spoolie, any spoolie, and I go through to kind of spread out the color a little better, because you can't tell, but there's still some, you can see the lines and all. I'm just going to use the little spoolie on the end today, kind of smudge in my color. Last bit for eyes. I'm going to curl my lashes and then put in my non-E.L.F mascara, so I'll just do this quickly. Finished eyes! So now I just want to contour. We're going to contour, highlight, and blush. And lips. And then I think we're done. So I'm going to be using their bronzer palette. And what I want to do is use my lovely E.L.F contouring brush, which this thing is so badass. I love it. Believe it or not, I got the light palette, and this thing is still so dark. So it's literally like tap, and then going right in here, cutting out that cheekbone. Yeah, see how much color payoff that was for that little itty bitty tap? It's just crazy to me. Harsh lines, but that's okay because we are going to go in with our blending brush that still has a little foundation on it because you haven't cleaned it yet. We're just going to blend that out. I want to go with, there we go. I'm just going to use my powder brush. Normally I have yet another powder brush, but it's not an E.L.F one, so this is basically the same thing, but normally I keep them separate so that I don't just have bronzer all over the place. And I want to get fancy. I'm going to go in with this sparkly bronzer here. Remember, this had a huge color payoff, so I kind of want to get it all over the brush, but I'm going to blow it out a little bit. I want to go here, and I go down my face a bit and over my contour, and then down my chin some. So that's that 3 they tell you about. 1, 2, 3. That is how I bronze. Use that little contour brush to do our nose. I want to use the matte. Sorry, I want to use the matte, not the sparkle. Blush, and this is my new E.L.F angled blush brush. I'm so excited to try it. I haven't used it yet, guys. If I'm doing more everyday, I want to go in with this peach color, and it looks deceptively light in this footage, but it's pretty dark still, so I want to get it on the brush, blow it off or tap it off a little bit, and then I'm just going to sweep it on my cheek here. Let's keep it with the pinks, because I have a really pink lipstick. At least I think it's really pink. Oh, I have a new brush for this. Feel it, guys, brand new. This isn't really the one I wanted to try, because this is like the I forget, E.L.F, I don't know, tools or whatever, and then the studio brushes are better, but I figured this would be okay. This is a really huge fan brush, but I've been so excited to do a highlight with this, like, you have no idea. I'm going to keep it in this peachy pink color, and I'm just going to dust this in here. Oh my gosh, that application is amazing. I love having a fan brush. I know I just got it, but oh my god. These are some really dusty powders. That is the one thing I will say, like, against them. It's a really good, like, everyday highlighter palette because it gives you some good, not too shimmery, not too highlighty, but still, like, I'm in with the trends. I'm just not, you know, stopping traffic with my headlights on my face kind of highlight. So that concludes the face. Now we just need to use this brand new lip color. Moisturizing lipstick in Pink Minx. Oh my god, I love that color name. If feel the moisture. Okay guys, kind of, you know, coming in for my close-up here. So the concealer did not do such a great job on my nose here. I'm pretty happy with my brows and my eyes, except I wish I had a better eyeliner, because it's not that this was, like, that it turned out that bad, it's just it was a struggle, and it shouldn't be that difficult to put on your daily makeup. You know, contour, highlight, blush on point. I think I might actually add a little blush just because it's hard to see in these images, and I want you guys to be able to see it. So I have to have Lady of the Night levels of blush, just so it'll show up in my pictures. Oh, that's okay though, it's kind of fun. So there's my entirely E.L.F. face tutorial, full face in E.L.F. except for the powder I used to set and mascara. So I totally forgot to film an exit scene for this video, so I thought I'd just talk to you guys for a second and say again that I hope you enjoyed this video, and that if you haven't subscribed already, that you'll take a second and do that below, as well as like this video, because I have more full face in whatever product line coming up and coming your way, and I'm really excited to film them and get to share more beauty tips and reviews with you guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.